Hello friends, most welcome to my YouTube channel Maths by Samit Deshmukh. So in this video we are discussing example number 7th, 8th and 9th from the exercise 4.1, means last 3 example from this exercise. Observe the example number 7. In this example, we are finding the combined equation of pair of lines passing through the origin and making an equilateral triangle with which line y is equal to 3. If you will observe the equation of this line y is equal to 3, it is in the form of what? Y is equal to constant, and we know that if equation of line is in the form of y is equal to constant, at that time this line is parallel to what? X-axis. So here let this will be 1, this will be 2 and this will be what? 3. So it passes through 3 and parallel to which axis? X-axis. So here this is the line y is equal to 3. So means given line. Now what is this given condition? We have to find out combined equation of pair of line which passes through what? This origin and forms which triangle, and making an equilateral triangle with this line. Making an equilateral triangle. Let us suppose that this will be say first line which passes through the origin and making an equilateral triangle. And when we can say that this triangle is equilateral, if this each angle is of what? 60 degree. Means here easily we can say that this angle will be equal to what? 60 degree, because the line passes through the origin, makes an angle of 60 degree with this line, because this triangle is what? Equilateral triangle. In the same way, the second line passing through the origin also makes an angle of 60 degree with which line? Y is equal to 3, because it is given to us that the line passing through the origin makes an equilateral triangle with this line. If two angles of a triangle are of 60 degree, means definitely the third angle is also what? 60 degree. This whole angle is equal to how much? 60 degree, because these are the angles of equilateral triangle. Already in our earlier classes, means in 9th and 10th standard in geometry, we have studied that altitude of equilateral triangle divide it in two congruent triangles. These two triangles are what? Congruent. Or in other word, we can say that this, if we are able to show that these two triangles are congruent, means this each angle is also what? Equal. So means this angle is also of 30 degree and this angle is also of what? 30 degree, because in an equilateral triangle, altitude, angle bisector, perpendicular bisector and median coincides. Since it is altitude, why we can say that it is altitude? Because this line is parallel to x-axis, means definitely it is perpendicular to what? Y-axis. So since it is perpendicular to y-axis, means we can say that this segment is altitude, and if it is altitude, means it is angle bisector also. Means this angle is also of 30 degree and this angle is of what? 30 degree. Now from this figure, we are trying to find out inclination of our required line, because we have to find out what? Combined equation of pair of line passing through what? Origin and making equilateral triangle with this line. Already we have taken these two lines which passes through what? Origin. Now let us try to find out their inclination. Once the inclinations are known to us, we are able to find out slope. Once the slopes are known to us, we are able to find out equation. Once the equations are known to us, by taking their multiplication, we are able to find out our required combined equation. So well, observe this first line. Inclination made by this line means angle made by this line with the positive direction of x-axis. This whole angle is of 90 degree. If we are subtracting this 30 degree, because this much part is what? 30 degree, means here we will get 60 degree. Means inclination of first line is 60 degree. Now let us try to find out inclination of this second line, means angle made by this second line with the positive direction of x-axis. Here this whole angle is of 90 degree. 90 plus 30 will be equals to what? 120 degrees. So since the inclinations are known to us, then we are able to find out slope also, equation of line also, and required combined equation also. So write down the solution here. Inclination of line passing through origin and making equilateral triangle with line, with which line? Y is equal to 3. R, what we have seen here, are 60 degree and 120 degree. Once the inclinations are known to us, easily we are able to find out slope of the line. So therefore, slope of lines are. So let us denote slope of first line by m1, which is equal to tan 60 degrees, and slope of second line is equal to m2 is equal to tan 120 degrees. From this inclination we are trying to find out slope. So this implies that m1 is equal to, we know that tan 60 is equal to root 3, and here m2 is equal to tan 120 is equal to minus root 3. Once the slopes are known to us, try to find out equation of line. So therefore equation of line passing through origin and having slopes. What are the slopes here? Having slope m1 is equal to root 3 and m2 is equal to minus root 3 r. We know that if line passes through origin, at that time equation of line is in the form of what? Y is equal to mx. Here slope we have denoted by m1 and y is equal to what? m2x. Y is equal to mx respectively. So therefore y is equal to, now I am replacing m1 by its value, that is root 3x, and m2 by its value. What is the value of m2? Minus root 3x. So therefore plus y on this side will become minus y, means what will get? Root 3x minus y is equal to 0 is the equation of first line, and here minus root 3x on this side will become plus root 3x. So root 3x plus y is equal to 0. Once the equation of both the lines are known to us, so find out our required combined equation. This implies that required combined equation is, so take the product of these two equations, root 3x minus y into root 3x plus y. We know that while finding combined equation of pair of lines, we are taking multiplication of these two equations. So here easily we can observe that terms are in the form of what? A minus b into a plus b, and according to identity a minus b into a plus b will be equals to a square, means root 3x square minus b square, means y square, is equal to 0. What is square of root 3x? Will be equals to 3x square minus square of y will be equal, keep this term y square as it is. In this way we have got our required combined equation. Now let us try to solve the example number 8. In this example number 8, one homogeneous equation is given to us, and the given condition is slope of one of the line represented by this equation is 4 times the slope of other. If slope of one of the line represented by this equation is 4 times the slope of another line, then we have to prove that 16h square is equal to 25ab. Now we have considered the given homogeneous equation. Since in the given example conditions are related with what? Slope. So that's why we are denoting the slope of line represented by this homogeneous equation by m1 and m2. m1 and m2 with the slope of line represented by this homogeneous equation. So if m1 and m2 are the slopes of the line, then we know that sum of slope m1 plus m2 is equal to, what is the formula? Minus 2h upon b, and m1 into m2 is equals to, and even we know that product of slope is equals to a upon b. Let us denote it by equation number first and this by equation number second. And what is the given condition? So also it is given to us that slope of one line is 4 times the slope of another line. That slope of one line is how much times? 4 times the slope of other line. So let us denote it by equation number third, and this is given condition. Now we have to prove that value of 16h square minus h square is equal to 25ab. If you will observe this expression, in this expression m1 m2 does not appear. As it stand, we will have 3 equations in terms of m1 and m2. By solving this equation, we will try to eliminate m1 and m2, and we will try to get our required result in terms of what? h, a and b. So that's why first we are substituting this value of m1 is equal to 4 times m2 in equation number first. So put m1 is equals to 4 times m2 in equation first. Let us see what we'll get. I am replacing this m1 by what? 4 times m2. So this implies that 4m2 plus m2 will be equals to what? Minus 2h upon b. So 4m2 plus m2 will be equals to what? 5m2. So therefore 5m2 is equal to minus 2h upon b. So therefore m2 is equals to minus 2h, keep it as it is, 5 will get divided on this side, so on this side we will get minus 2h upon 5b. So we have got the value of m2. Let us denote this value, say, by equation number 4th. Now if you will observe this expression, we have eliminated what? M1 by substituting this value of m1 is equal to 4 times m2 in equation number what? First. Now we are substituting this value in equation number second. So put m1 is equals to, now we are substituting, means we are putting value of m1 is equals to 4 times m2 in equation second. Let us see what we will get. So I am replacing this m1 by what? 4 times m2. So 4m2 into m2 is equals to a upon b. Simply this m1 we have replaced by what? 4m2. Now let us simplify it. 4m2 into m2 is equal to square of m2 divided by ab, keep it as it is, 4 as it is. I am replacing m2 by its value. What is its value? Minus 2h upon 5b. Keep the square as it is, divided by AB also as it is. Now if you observe this expression, m1 m2 has been eliminated and we have got the equation in terms of what? A, B and H. Simplifying this equation, let us try to get our required result. So keep this 4 as it is. What is square of minus 2h? Will be equal to 4h square, and in the denominator square of 5b will be equals to 25b square. On this side AB, keep it as it is. So therefore here 4 into 4 will become 16h square, and take this term on this side. This term will get multiplied on this side. So 25b square into a will be 25ab square divided by b, keep it as it is. So this implies that 16h square is equal to, after cancelling b from numerator and denominator, what will get on this side? 25ab. And is it our required result? In this way we have shown that 16h square is equal to what? 25ab, and that's why we can say that hence proved. Later on see the example number 9th. In this example, it is given to us that one of the line given by this homogeneous equation bisect the angle between coordinate axis. Then we have to show that value of a plus b whole bracket square is equal to 4h square. So this is one of the very important example which gives us a shortcut method to solve the example. Later on we will discuss how to apply that shortcut method. This is nothing but one of the shortcut method, and this condition is satisfying if one of the line represented by this homogeneous equation bisect the angle between coordinate axis. So first we are considering this equation. So consider the equation. What is the given equation here? Ax square plus 2hxy plus by square is equal to 0. Now we know that this homogeneous equation always represent what? Pair of the line, and our given condition is that one of the line represented by this equation bisect the angle between what? Coordinate axis. Already we know that angle between x-axis and y-axis is equal to how much? 90 degree, isn't it? So now it is given to us that one of the line bisect the angle between coordinate axis. If it bisect the angle between this coordinate axis, means it bisect this which angle? 90 degree, means we can say that each part will be equal to what? 45 degree. That's why we can say that this angle will be equals to how much? 45 degree. If this line lies in first and third quadrant, or second possibility, it bisect the angle between coordinate axis but lies in which quadrant? Second and fourth quadrant. At that time, what is the inclination of this line? Inclination means what? Angle made by this line with positive direction of x-axis. So this inclination means angle made by this line with positive direction of x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. 90 plus 45 will be equals to how much? 135. In this case, using given condition, we are able to find out inclination of a line. Using which given condition? That line represented by this equation bisect the angle between what? Coordinate axis. So since inclination can be find out, means using inclination we are able to find out slope also, and to making the use of slope, we are able to take the help of what? Auxiliary equation, because auxiliary equation is in terms of what? Slope. So that's why first we are converting this homogeneous equation into auxiliary equation. So therefore auxiliary equation is, what is the auxiliary equation of this homogeneous equation? Bm square plus 2hm plus a is equal to 0. Denote the given homogeneous equation by first and this auxiliary equation by equation second. Now we are using given condition. What is given condition? Since one of the line represented by equation first, bisect the angle between coordinate axis, that's why we can say that bisect the angle between coordinate axis, that's why we can say that inclination of this line, so implies that inclination of line is 45 degree or what? 135 degree. Already we have discussed on it. So either this inclination is 35 degree or what? 45 degree or 135 degree. So therefore slope of line is m is equals to what? Tan 45, or we can say that m is equals to tan 135. Okay, means since we are getting two possibilities here, maybe possible inclination is 45 degree or what? 135 degree. So we are getting two different values of slope here which satisfies this condition. So therefore m is equals to, what is the value of tan 45? Will be equals to plus 1, or we can say that if we are considering m is equal to tan 135, so tan 135 is equal to how much? Minus 1. Means value of m is either plus 1 or what? Minus 1. So that's why we can say that therefore m is equals to plus or minus 1. Once the value of m is known to us, remaining part is to substitute this value in equation number second. So put m is equal to plus or minus 1 in equation second. Let us see what we'll get, because this is the slope of the line represented by homogeneous equation. This homogeneous equation just simply we have converted into what? Auxiliary equation. Both the equations are one and the same, just we have converted it in terms of what? Slope. After replacing m by y by x and simplifying, we will get the same equation. Already we have discussed on it. So now we are substituting m is equal to plus or minus 1 in this equation. So see what we'll get. So b, replace m by plus or minus 1, whole bracket square, keep it as it is, 2h. Again I am replacing m by plus or minus 1, plus a is equal to 0. What is square of plus or minus 1? Will be equals to 1. Plus into plus or minus 1 will be equal to plus or minus 2h plus a is equal to 0. On this side collect these two terms, a plus b, here b into 1 is b, and on this side this plus or minus 2h, plus on this side will become minus and minus 2h on this side will become plus. Means lastly what we are getting? Plus or minus 2h. If we are squaring both sides, square on both sides. Why we are squaring both sides? To get our required result. That required result is in terms of square. Square on both sides we get. Let us see what we'll get. On this side what we'll get? A plus b whole bracket square, and on this side square of plus 2h is also 4h square, and square of minus 2h is also what? 4h square. And this is the condition which we have to prove. This so hence proved. So this is the condition which we are getting here. If one of the line represented by homogeneous equation bisect the angle between what? Coordinate axis. Now whenever one homogeneous equation is given to us, suppose that given homogeneous equation says 3x square plus 8xy plus by square is equal to 0. So here b is unknown value. value of A is given, and from this we are able to find out value of H. But if it is given to us that line represented by this homogeneous equation bisect the angle between coordinate axis, at that time we know that which condition is satisfying. A plus B whole bracket square is equal to 4H square. After simplifying, it can be written as what? A plus B is equal to plus or minus 2H. If we are replacing A by 3 and H by what? 4, this is the value of 2H, or replace this 2H by what? 8, and simplifying it, we are able to find out value of what? B. Means in this expression A appears, B appears and H appears. If any two values are given to us, we are able to find out third unknown value. But when this formula is applicable only if the line represented by homogeneous equation bisect the angle between what? Coordinate axis. So in this way we have got one shortcut formula which can be applicable to find out unknown value if two values are given to us. In this expression A, H and B appears. कोई भी दो वैल्यू अगर दे दिए and one third unknown value, we are able to find out using this condition. But when this condition is applicable, if line represented by the homogeneous equation bisect the angle between what? Coordinate axis.